Hello, DBSB here. So, at the beginning of January, I did a video setting out my goals for 2020. I think we can all agree that 2020 has been an unusual year. So we're at 6 months in. I don't normally do a look at my goals, but some of my goals I couldn't really have been affected by the ongoing year of 2020. So let's have a look at my goals and how I'm doing with them. I'm aiming to do at least 2 lessons a month of wrestling. It's a 2-hour train journey away, which ups the price and stuff like that. But that's my goal, to do 2 wrestling lessons a month, and work towards my goal of being involved in a wrestling show. It's quite exciting, isn't it? Since all the gyms and everything have been closed, I've not been able to do that, but I did successfully do that up till the lockdown, and in a couple of weeks I'm going to be having a socially distanced wrestling lesson, and hopefully we'll get back on the roll with that. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to have forgotten lots of the bits. I'm not great with my lefts and rights, so I need to get stuff really ingrained in my head. So hopefully we can get that one back and rolling again, and we'll see how that goes. I think if we can get back to wrestling as we know it, I think I'm still online for possibly doing my first show before or around my 50th birthday. Fingers crossed. Now, parkrun. I have 2 kind of goals for that. One is to do a 10k run this year. I've got my eye on a couple. So yeah, to do a 10k run and to run Bevan Dean once a month. The Bevan Dean park run is supposed to be in the top 6 of the most difficult park runs because it's quite hilly. I quite like it, it's got a good view. I have signed up to do a 10k, that got postponed, and I think it's later on in the year, hopefully. We'll see what happens, no one quite knows what's going on. I have been, since the lockdown, the park run itself has stopped. Hopefully not permanently, fingers crossed. So I haven't been able to do the running at Bevan Dean since it stopped, but I did manage to get 1 a month in. I have been keeping up with the running, and I've been running up to the first field before getting onto the Devil's Dyke. I've run up to Devil's Dyke a couple of times. That is about 15k, 18k kind of run, so I don't do it that often, but I do run up to this field, and that's about 8k. So I'm going to try and keep doing that at least once a week. Even once the park run started, it's good to keep me in that, so when I do the 10k, it's not too uncomfortable for me. So I have a couple for music. One of them is to use this album to make a couple of tracks inspired by the songs on there. I know very little about this album. I'm not sure whether it's Chinese or Japanese or Korean maybe. doing an album with the samples from this. I have already done 3 tracks, so I'm aiming to do, I think there's 14 tracks on here. I'm aiming to do a track from each track on this, using it, incorporating it somehow. It's a good exercise, learning techniques, building up different things to work in different ways. So that's been quite good fun. Some of it's been a little tricky, but yeah, that's been pretty good. This year, no more synths, or not buying any more synths or music equipment. I've got more than enough. So music gear, not buying any music gear. I knew about this, that I was going to make this as one of my goals for the year. So on the 31st of January, I ordered this, and which is the Gecko Loop synth, which I've been having great fun with. It was really interesting sound manipulating synthesizer. Been having great fun with that, making kind of dubby things and doing bits with echo and things like that. So that's been quite good, but I haven't bought any stuff in 2020. Although, you know, if for any reason one of you watching would, you know, feel like buying me some stuff, I will absolutely take them off your hands. You know, for example, the Korg NTS1, the new tech. It looks a very interesting piece of kit, but yeah, and it's reasonably priced too, and something that I've realised, I used to have a bit of kit that was plugged straight into my iPad, so I could record into GarageBand and do all sorts of stuff like that. With all the lockdown, it has made a lot more people doing stuff online, and something that would be really handy for that, again, you know, if anyone perhaps wants to get me one of these, is an iRig Stream. This would be a really handy thing for doing live streaming with music and actually having quite nice, reasonable sound. So that would be a good thing. But if there's any millionaires out here watching who want to just give me a nice present, well, 2 nice presents. If you're a millionaire, you might as well. It would be really lovely if you could get me the Soma Lyra 8 and the Pulsar 23 drum machine. They are things which are very spicy and look really interesting, but like very expensive. So, but yeah, if you want to buy them for me, that's cool. I've got this R16 audio recorder, and I could record a whole track on this without using the computer. So my plan is to use this more. I've recently started doing a few bits and pieces all on this rather than putting them on the computer. That's going to be good. So to get more of a grip on how to use the R16 mixing studio recorder interface thingy. I don't quite know what you call it. Using my R16. I have been using my R16. I just the other day even used it with batteries to go and record La Pequeña M in the middle of the countryside for a virtual festival that she's involved with, and I've recorded several tracks myself, all on there, and yes, they're on my Lockdown album. Some of them are all done on there. Yes, I am getting my head around it. I've just finished this afternoon recording a track which is going to be used for another online festival. So yes, I am getting my head around the R16. These are the life things. Number one, I have to sort out the boxes over there, or else M is going to kill me in my sleep. So, tidying the boxes. Right, shall we say I've got another 6 months to sort that out, shall I? So, I've also got a poly box and a half of records from my collection that I've had to listen to, and I can do without them. So it's to get rid of them. The poly box of records. Well, with the lockdown, that's meant all the record shops are shut and things, or charity shops are shut. So I've still got to sort that out. Hopefully, I'll be able to sort something out before the end of the year. And also to remember to use a diary. Last year I bought a diary as for the house, so we'd remember to note stuff down, but we didn't note stuff down. So this year it's to actually put stuff in the diary and note it down. Well, we did write some things in the diary, but we haven't really used it that much. The final one is to give up eating double-deckers. They are my favourite sweet, and quite often I might walk home from work and I might go and get a double-decker. No more double-deckers. If you want a snack while you walk home, go get a banana, go get an apple, an orange, something, not a double-decker. The crunchy and chewy charms are not for me anymore. And the final one, not eating any double-deckers. Well, I've done pretty well at this one so far, and This is my first double-decker for 6 months. My girlfriend got me an Easter egg with 2 double-deckers on it, and This isn't going to get me back on the wagon. This is just a little spicy taster. So there you have it. This year's goals. Half-time report. Let's see how I do in the next 6 months. Fingers crossed for me, and fingers crossed for you.